Hi, my name is Joachim. I'm a Pilates teacher and I'm father of Albie, who is 6 and has PWS. I've made a couple of videos for Prader-Willi Awareness Month. I'm really keen for our kids to get moving, and if we can apply a little bit of strategic planning to their movements, then it's going to make a really big difference. It needs to be fun, it needs to be engaging and entertaining. Clearly it needs to be safe, but if we make it the same number of repetitions to one side and then the other side, using one leg, using the other leg, and working towards standing up and those sorts of actions, then it's going to help them develop stronger muscles, just to coordinate their muscles from the feet, through the knees, to the hips, all the way through the spine, up into the rest of the body. If we apply the techniques that I've learned from Pilates to all of the movements that our kids do, it's going to help them in the long run. I'm a really big fan of the bouncy castle and the climbing up ladders and those sorts of things. So the more you can get your kid out on uneven surfaces, moving around and just moving their body across obstacles, the stronger they're going to become. I think the number one exercise that we could give to our kids is walking. And up until they're able to walk, there are so many things that we can do with Pilates, any form of exercise to help the kid get closer to standing and walking. If you want a hand with some ideas, then contact me and let me know, and I'd be delighted to give you a session for free of Pilates to help your kid progress towards whatever goal you've got. Cheers! Hi everybody, it's Joachim, Pilates teacher and father of Albie, and we are doing a movement session based on Pilates. I'm a Pilates teacher in Perth in Scotland. This is Odie. He's going to be a nuisance, but he'll certainly, hopefully, settle down in a minute. Cecile is going to help you today, and this session is for the older person, like a teenager and upwards. It's only going to be 20 minutes, but it's just some nice ways for you to see how you can move, feel a little bit better in yourself. So come and sit into your bed for me, mate. There we go. Cool. Right, we're going to start breathing and filling our lungs in, filling our lungs up as low as we can. So you're going to use your arms to open out to the sides to expand like a balloon. Right, you can sit. Are we ready? So, chip all the air, get on your bed. Odie, you agreed that you were going to be a good boy. Are you ready? Breathe all the air out of your lungs. And then inflate a big balloon inside your ribs. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, squeeze the balloon. And in, 2, 3, 1 more, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, squeeze it out one more time to 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out. 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Sitting cross-legged, if that works for you, that's awesome. Otherwise, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on a pillow, whatever is going to be comfortable from you. But we're going to do some rotations. So place one hand onto the opposite knee and the other hand on the floor behind you. Look over your shoulder. Hello. And back the other way. Let's see if we can do it the other way. Can you see me here? In the mirror you can. Hello. Back to center. And the other way. Look over your shoulder. See the person behind you. Breathe in and breathe out to go the other way. Back to center. We're going to wave the arms up and over, so take the mirror side arm up and over, and lean into the other arm, and come back to center. Now we're bending sideways. Bending sideways. What we're doing here in this warm-up is warming up the spine. And you want to be reaching up towards the ceiling, like you're drawing a big rainbow with that top arm. So the rainbow goes in a big arc, and our arms are going in a big arc as we do. Back to center. One more. And relax. Back up to the center there. Straighten your legs out in front. And just wriggle your legs about. Get them all nice and loose. And then we'll put the hands behind us onto the floor and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Sorry, I hit my mic. I might have to say that again. So sit up tall. And then place your hands behind you and lift the chest up to the ceiling. And relax. Imagine that you've got a flower in the middle of your chest and you're trying to give that flower up to the ceiling. Place the hands behind you and lift up to the ceiling and then relax. One last time. Hands behind you, lift up to the ceiling and relax back there. Sitting with your legs as they are, let's just loosen the legs and just move them up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Have the wobbly legs, wobbly legs, wobbly legs, and relax. Let's have wobbly feet. Wobbly feet, wobbly feet, wobbly feet. Now you can wobble forwards and backwards or side to side with the feet. So if you open the legs a little bit here, Cecile, and you're going to wobble and roll the feet in and roll them out, and roll them in and roll them out. And here you can see, if we look down at your legs, that the knees are going in and the knees are going out. So that means that we are moving the hip joint, the leg all the way up into the hip joint. Wobble, 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 and relax. Now let's pretend that we're grabbing a pencil with the toes. And then set the pencil free and spread it. And then grab the pencil. And then set the pencil free. Grab the pencil and set it free. Grab the pencil and set it free and relax there. Wobble, wobble with everything, arms and legs. Arms and legs. Very good. If you come and sit facing the mirror for me, Cecile. And let's make your way down onto your back, lying down on the mat. We call this Pilates mat work, so just take your time coming down, do whatever you need to do to get down. And Pilates mat work is literally you just doing some exercises gently on the mat. With the legs bent and feet and knees together, let's roll the knees and hips from side to side. Rolling, centre and the other way, back to centre and the other way, back to centre. And you can see that Cecile's head is moving, but we're trying to keep the upper body as still as we can so that there's a rotation and a loosening going on at the hips. Back to centre and relax there. Open the feet just a little bit and have the feet planted but the legs are bent. Now let's see if we can create a bridge, an arch underneath the lower spine. So arch the back away from the mat and then press it through. Arch it away and press it through. Let's look at this. Keep going with this. If I had a row of ants that were crawling along Cecile's mat, I want them to make under the bridge. Catch the ants. Oh, you got one. And then you got one. More ants are coming through. And go. You got two. Go through. And you got four. That time. Right. And relax there. Imagine that the pelvis, which is the big hard bone at the bottom of your spine, imagine it's just rolling on the mat. So roll it back and forth and back and forth, and then roll it the other way. Odin wants to be part of this as well, but he's not going to. And come back to centre. Very good. Leaving the pelvis still where it is. Let's lift the arms up and overhead. Odin wants to play. And back down again. And up and overhead. See what Odie does this time. And back down again. Up and over. And back down. And one last time. Up and over. And all the way up to the ceiling. Here. So the hands are directly up towards the ceiling. We're going to keep the rest of the body perfectly still, but the arms are going to reach up high, and then you just gently bring them down. Reach them up high, and back down. Reach them up high, and back down. Reach them up one more time, and back down. Now, take the arms all the way up to the ceiling, and wriggle the fingers up top, wriggle the arms, wriggle everything, and then make it happen down through the rest of your body. Wriggle the legs, wriggle the knees, and relax back. You've never had a class like this. No. Roll over onto your side, facing the camera. And interlock the hands behind the head. And we're going to do bent elbow rotations. So imagine that you're closed down. You're like a little butterfly inside a cocoon. And then you're a butterfly that's coming out of the cocoon. The top elbow comes up. And you look behind, but then you're scared because there's a big dog about to eat you. So close back down. And then up and overhead. And there's a big dog coming, so close back down. and then up and overhead, and there's a dog coming, go back down, and relax. And then make yourself comfortable with the upper body. And we're going to open the knees for an exercise that we call the clam, so keep the legs bent. Imagine here that your legs are like a clam shell. So a clam shell in the sea, just opening up to let a grain of sand come in and then close it back. Let the grain of sand come in, and we're going to make a pearl out of this. Lift the leg open and close back down. Very good. And then roll over onto your front. It's a bit dangerous there with all those claws. And here, you're going to have your head down onto your hands. And you're going to lift one leg up behind you. One leg. And if you look on the way that Cecile's doing it here, she's lifting from the hip joint. So a whole straight leg is lifting. She's not bending her leg. Show me the bending of the leg. And that's not what we want to do this time, because we want to use the whole leg. And back down again. Keep going with the prone leg lifts. With these prone leg lifts, if you think about it, it's like how we walk. If you imagine that Cecile was actually standing on her feet when she lifts a leg away behind, that's like the walking action. And this is really good for strengthening the back of the body, the back of the pelvis, the back of the spine, to make us better at walking. Next time you're up, stay up with that leg and draw circles over in that direction. Drawing circles with that top leg. I've got to entertain Odie at the same time. And circle the other way. Keeping everything else still. And relax back down. Float that other leg up and draw circles. And circle the other way. And relax back down there. We're going to do an exercise called the swan. It's a baby swan. Yeah, leave your hands there. So the hands are down onto the mat, and the elbows are also on the mat. The elbows are going to stay on the mat the whole time. From here, imagine there's a marble underneath your nose, and push that marble away with your nose, and you're looking towards the skirting board, and then go back down. Imagine that you are a little baby swan at springtime, lifting, looking out of the nest, but then getting frightened and going back down into the nest. Don't throw yourself down, so go up and down very slowly. And then look, get a little bit braver, go a little bit higher, and then lay back down inside the nest. So your little swan just looking up one last time, and then back down again. Great. Let's roll over onto your other side. You may as well flip so that you're facing the mirror. Facing the camera. And we'll do those bent elbow rotations. Imagine you're a butterfly. Inside the cocoon, the top elbow lifts, and you look to where you're going, but there's still a big dog on this side, so close back. And then go up and over, and look away behind, and back down again. If you do this correctly, then the knees would stay still. And it means you get a bigger rotation in the rest of the body. One more time. Up and over. Close back down. Let's relax there with the upper body and do some clam exercises. So the top knee floats away and then back down again. And keep coming up and down with this. And as I was saying with the rotations, we wanted to keep the rest of the body still. Here, you want to keep everything but the legs still. So that top knee is floating, but the legs, the feet are staying together and the pelvis isn't moving. So it's quite hard work to make this happen. 3, and 2, and one last one, and relax back down there. Very good. Come up onto your hands and knees for us, into what we call a quadruped position. Quadruped, 4 feet, 4 legs, like a dog, like a cat. So let's do a cat stretch. From here, arch the spine up towards the ceiling. I can't hear an angry hissy cat. There we go. Make Odie scared, and then come back down. Takes a lot to scare him. And then arch the spine up into a cat stretch, and then come back down. And we have another one called a horse, where you're looking forward. It's just like that baby swan. So you take the chest forwards, and then you come down to The starting position, that's it. You just get on your bare foot, please, and go through cat to horse and cat to horse. One more time. And relax there. Now let's look for your tail. Imagine that you were a dog and you had a tail and you're looking over your shoulder to find it. Then you come back to the start point and you go the other way. You come back to the centre and go the first way, back to the centre and the other way. If only I could train Odie to do something as graceful as that. And relax there. Now we're going to get working on the balance. You're going to reach one arm forwards, just the one arm, and back into place. And the other arm reaches forwards and back into place. And then both arms reach forward. I'm just joking. No, but what we are going to do is one arm and the opposite leg. One arm and opposite leg, they reach apart. This gets really wobbly, but you can bring it back in. And same on the other side. Wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. Keep going one side and then the other. And this is really good practice for walking and running, climbing a ladder, or doing anything like that where you're doing moving one leg and the other arm in opposite directions. One more in each direction so that it's even. Great. Come and lie down on the back for me again, Cecile. Bring the legs up into the air for a tabletop. So the legs are bent as if we could put a table over the top of the legs. And it's a terrible table because it's very wobbly, so let's roll these knees and hips from side to side. This is the same as what we did one of our very first exercises, but with the legs up in the air it becomes really heavy. If it's too heavy, you can pull the knees towards you a little bit. You can bend the knees a bit more. Rolling side to side. But if this is not hard enough for you, Cecile, then you can send the legs straight up into the air and do what we call a tick-tock. So we tick the legs off to one side and we tock them the other way. And then we tick them to one side and we tock them the other way. One more in each direction. And relax back down there. Hold on behind one leg and put the other foot down onto the mat. And so you're holding on with both hands. With that top foot, just try and draw circles on the ceiling with just the foot. So you're moving not from the leg joint, so that they're holding the knee still with the hands. That's it. And you're drawing circles with the foot at the top. Drawing circles, and then the other way. And relax there. Remember the pencil grab that we did? So grab, this time you're grabbing an apple. You're lying underneath an apple tree. Grab an apple and then release the apple. Don't hit yourself in the face with the apple. Grab the apple and release off to the side. Grab the apple and release. One more time. Grab it and release. And let's do the same on the other side. Change legs. Let's draw circles on the ceiling. Odie, can you sit, please? Bed. And then let's go, what other fruit are we going to go for? Pear. Got to be more gentle with the pear. Grab the pear and then release it. You don't want to bruise the pear. And grab the pear and release it. Grab it and release. One last time. And relax back down there. Now, put your feet back down onto the mat and the legs are bent. Same as what we were to start with. Roll the knees and hips from side to side. And hopefully, you should feel a little bit better when you do this. This is a lovely way to just get some movement into your day. And I've got lots of other ways that we can show exercises to anyone with Prader-Willi syndrome. So we are putting this together for Prader-Willi Awareness Month, which is happening in May. And if you want, come and see me. I can do free Pilates for anyone with PWS. My son Albie has got PWS, so it's been really useful for him. Roll sideways and come to sit up there for us, Cecile. And I hope you enjoyed that little workout. We'll see you next time. Bye.